Good morning, World Wide Web. Happy Tuesday to you. It's Tuesday morning. AMC Entertainment released the earnings report this morning. Beat analyst expectations in revenue by $600 million, or the highest estimate by $500 million. Not too shabby. It was break even. They did not lose money. All fantastic news for AMC. They fell short of my estimates by a bit, by quite a bit actually. I was closer to 1.5, and they did a 1.35 billion-dollar quarter. Raiders of the Lost Ark was abysmal ending for the month, and The Flash was sold out on opening night and then just died. And Asteroid City was just god awful. I sat through 10 minutes of that thing and I had to leave. It was that terrible for me, and it seemed like the numbers just went to nothing almost immediately. It was just a really bad idea. I don't know if you enjoyed Asteroid City. Let me know if I need to watch the rest of it in the comments down below. I'm kind of curious whether or not that thing was going anywhere. Sure didn't seem like it was. It seemed very off the wall. But AMC Entertainment also they're saying it's been the best month for July that they've had. So it's Barbie is the new record setter. It broke $1 billion yesterday. Could very well surpass Avatar 1 and Avatar 2 to take the number one spot. It's moving up there. I guess in theory it hasn't even caught Super Mario Brothers yet, but it'll probably close in on that in the next day or two. If Barbie's good, if it has any staying power, people will tell others to go see it. If it doesn't, they won't. So it's really going to come down to, is Barbie a good movie? As for this stock price today, it's up. That's all I can say. It's not going to go crazy like we thought it was. It's not going to go too nuts, I don't think. It's probably going to be a very volatile day. Probably some shorts wanting to get out, knowing that they broke even, knowing that Barbie just had a killer July. Do I really want to mess with this thing anymore? You might see some shorts getting out today, causing some upward momentum. You might even a short squeeze is maybe a 1% possibility. I don't know. It's probably on the radar of some people, thinking, let's get the hell out of this thing now, or we're lucky. But I think everybody can so clearly see the writing on the wall, the $2 billion of bonds, knowing that they're going to have to pay this debt, knowing that they're going to have to dilute this thing further than they already have, which at this price is looking close to 1.5 billion shares. I feel like this is mostly acknowledging that dilution. I'm sure I'm off by 10-20% at least of people that swear on the Bible that there's not going to be another dilution and 1.5 billion is going to be the new number of shares. There are some people out there that don't think there will be any dilution in the future. And for those people, this thing's probably 20 cents higher because they are not calculating the dilution, where 80% of us probably are. But so I don't know what the right price for this thing is right now. I like somewhere in the sixes probably, or the fives. Definitely not the fours anymore, until we hear more news. If we hear back from the judge shanking down their ruling again, this thing could blossom up into 8, 9, 10 again real quick. Or the judge will probably just delay it. But the future is going to be, it looks like they're going to keep putting up good movies and decent numbers, and they just need to get their bills right so they can make it all make sense. They need to do, like I said, 1.3 something billion in the quarter to break even. That's a break even for them. They can't be losing $400-500 million in a quarter anymore. Those days need to be over, and they don't have the kind of cash where they can lose that at any time, really. Or they'd be having to dilute this thing. Can they make it through for now without a dilution? Probably. The window on the dilution opportunity closes, though, as soon as APE becomes AMC. The reason they did all this to begin with the APE is because they could not dilute AMC without a shareholder vote. The AMC shareholder is not going to give them a dilution. So this is not a situation where the CEO of the company is like running the company. The stockholder is running the company to a large degree. They're going to make the big decisions like that. It's in the company's charter. It's the rules of the game. AMC cannot be diluted. Only APE can be diluted. So my theory is that if they're going to dilute anything, it's going to be the APE. And if they do not dilute the APE, this one's at $1.82 today. If they do not dilute the APE and they clack these things together, that's it. I don't think it'll be possible for you to see another dilution. You're going to get the reverse split, the clack, 1.5 billion shares. I guess they're asking for what, a 10 to is it a 10 to 1? Or is it, no, I think it's going to be 10 to 1. A 1 to 10 reverse split. So we're going to look at 150 million shares. But then if they did dilute it, they could bring that back up to 500 million shares. That's the fear. As they do the 1 for 10, and then they dilute it again, and they bring it back to 500 million shares, and then they get heavily in the black. They pay off their debt. They're a much healthier company. They can turn profits much more often. At that point, that would seem like it would be the easiest way to permanently keep yourself in business and not have to sweat these bad quarters anymore, like they have to sweat them now. If this wasn't Barbie month, if this wasn't the greatest quarter that they've had in forever, we wouldn't be looking like we're looking right now. This 530 that we're looking at, or whatever it is right now. Ooh, yikes, 515. Let's see if this readjusts. We wouldn't be looking at this right now. We'd be looking at 315 or 415 or 405. The good quarter. This is with the good quarter helping, and the good earnings helping. I sense it being all over the place today. It might be a fun day to play. Might be a fun day to get out until this nonsense is over and join the new AMC, or you can gamble at AMC. The judge says no, and the appeal says no, and they can't clack them together, and they end up a broke company that can't make money because their monthly nut is $1.35 billion a quarter almost. They're going to need a Barbie every quarter. They're going to need a bang-up quarter like last quarter every quarter, with a sneak-up Super Mario Brothers leading the show with Spider-Man. And you're going to need some constant good luck from AMC just to get it to hold where it's holding now. Actually, to get it to hold at if it had 0.5 billion shares, it would be back to $8 or $9, and you'd have to expect it to have a Barbie every quarter to hold those kinds of levels, or to even maintain, to not fall off the wagon and end up going into bankruptcy. So you'll need that kind of luck. Or we can remove the luck from the equation as the AMC CEO and dilute the APE, clack them together, reverse split at the new stock price, and everybody getting 1 for 1. So it's going to be a whole different company. It's going to be hopefully a healthy one when it's done. I'm going with paying off the bonds. The rates just went up again. They're going to be at 17% interest rate soon, on $2 billion worth of debt. It's absolutely outrageous. I think I have a credit card that's that bad, but geez, this is insane. They're at junk bond status. They need to relieve themselves of that ASAP. How you get out of that, I have no idea. I think you just got to pay everybody off and say, deal's closed. Here's your $2 billion. Thank you very much. And he's going to have to get somebody to pay for that. And Barbie's not going to pay for it. Last quarter is not going to pay for it. There's not enough cash to pay for it. And he has no more, he has dilution in him. He doesn't have any more credit. He can't borrow the money. They can either entertain a buyout offer from a rich player, They might be primed for that, or they could do a dilution. There's only two ways to get the money, or you just keep the bonds. You keep paying the 16, 17%, and you perpetually are just waiting for the first quarter that blows up in your face, and then you have to go into bankruptcy. So those are the choices for the AMC management right now. Make your decisions accordingly. I was a champion of this stock when I first started tracking it, just because I was seeing the incredible progress. I'm proud of the progress. I'm proud of the job they did. I think they'll do great in the future. Boy, it'd be sure nice to see them with $1 billion monthly nut, and not a $1.3 billion monthly nut, $1.35 billion monthly nut. That's going to make a whole lot of difference on the earnings. Plus having less shares outstanding. I think this earnings per share is supposed to lose 7 cents a share. They broke even. And that's only with 500 million shares. I don't think they even include the APEs in that count. In reality, they broke even, but they would have lost 21 cents a share with triple the number of shares in existence that in reality they have, that we all have calculated for, and that we all see coming in the future. In reality, they were being predicted to lose, 21 cents a share. But they broke even, and it looks like maybe they're on course to do it again or do even better. Who knows? We'll see how Barbie holds up. We'll see what happens here in August. There's some good stuff coming out. We'll do a video on what's coming out. And we predicted at the beginning of June that AMC would have this kind of revenue. There doesn't seem to be perfect accuracy because we can't guess the end of the month. But we have plenty of time to guess it afterwards. I should have done some more calculating, but we had already hit our goal for the analyst estimates in early June. It was pretty easy to see that they weren't going to do 1.1 million, 1.1 billion, or 1.15 billion. It was easy to see that they were way up there because they'd already crossed that line. So it was kind of a no-brainer that it would be a massive beat, and it was a massive beat. And we did it through tracking the AMC app on our telephone and reading Hollywood numbers and checking the proportionality between Hollywood numbers and AMC revenue. Because they split ticket sales, there's a direct proportionality from quarter to quarter to quarter, month to month to month. This is all publicly found online information. You can just Google it. How much money did Hollywood do last quarter or last month? Best movies of last month. It'll show you all the numbers. And it'll add them up for you, divide them quarterly, show you the grand totals. It's really great. It's amazing for stock trading and knowing exactly what AMC is up to at any given moment. We're going to continue it. I think we just need 3 videos, one every month. So the July video will be coming out with the grand totals here very shortly. It's usually a 7-day lag on Hollywood. I didn't get a true understanding for how bad Asteroid City did and Raiders of the Lost Ark, but we knew we were way over target. So I missed my estimate, and the analyst missed her estimate. We divided the difference. So yeah, good. But I did it a month before they did it, maybe a month and a week. So I think there's something to this paying attention thing. And we just want to know if they're doing good or doing bad. So definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep you in good touch as to what they're doing, whether they're doing good or doing bad, and with real numbers. And we can find out exactly where this company's at and what the revenue is going to be. And I was absolutely correct on their break-even point. We knew their break-even point, and we nailed it. So this channel got you the break-even point and the revenue almost. Sorry, I wish there was a little bit more of it, but it was a big flop at the end. I guess I could have done another video in late July and said that, but I didn't. I was kind of mad at AMC because of the future dilution. But no matter what happens to this stock, it's important to know the revenue. It's important to know the earnings before it happens. We can get advantages in both directions tremendously. So stay tuned to the channel. Definitely subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Please like the video also. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.